Welcome back to Doggy for Life, the channel where we don't just raise dogs, we listen to them. Today's topic isn't just another list. It's a heartfelt look into something most owners don't even realize is happening: canine depression. Dogs, like us, are emotional beings. They feel joy, anxiety, love, fear, and yes, even sadness and depression. But unlike us, they can't talk about it. They can't say, "I'm not okay." All they can do is show us through subtle behaviors and changes in mood. And it's our job, as they're humans, to recognize these signs before they fade into emotional silence. Number 1. Loss of interest in play and favorite activities. One of the most heartbreaking signs of a dog battling depression is when they stop caring about the things that once brought them joy. That favorite squeaky toy they used to guard with pride, now untouched in the corner. The ball they'd chase without hesitation, left behind. This isn't laziness or age, it's emotional withdrawal. When a dog is emotionally overwhelmed, play loses meaning. They no longer see the point in expending energy on something that once gave them happiness because their inner world has grown too heavy. Play is more than fun for dogs. It's expression, bonding, and release. When they stop engaging in it, it's often because they feel disconnected from everything around them. You might notice that even when you initiate play, they seem indifferent or walk away. It's not defiance. It's a cry for help. Dogs use play to connect with you and their environment. When they stop playing, they're saying, "I can't connect right now." Number 2. Changes in sleeping patterns. Just like in humans, depression in dogs can wreak havoc on their sleep. You might notice your dog sleeping more than usual, curled up in corners, reluctant to move, napping through moments they used to love. This excessive sleep isn't just about physical tiredness, it's often emotional exhaustion. Depression weighs on them, and sleep becomes an escape, a retreat from a world that feels too hard to face. But sometimes it goes the other way. Some depressed dogs struggle to rest at all. They pace at night, sigh often, or seem restless despite physical exhaustion. Their minds are troubled, and just like an anxious human lying awake with racing thoughts, your dog may be experiencing an inner storm they can't escape. That inability to settle is a direct result of emotional discomfort. Number 3. Loss of appetite or sudden overeating. Food is life for dogs, and it's deeply connected to mood. When your dog suddenly loses interest in meals they used to love, or starts skipping food altogether, that's a red flag. Depression often suppresses their appetite. It's not that they don't like the food anymore, it's that they no longer feel motivated to eat. Their body might be fine, but their heart isn't in it. On the flip side, some dogs eat more when they're depressed. Just like emotional eating in humans, some dogs turn to food as a comfort. You may notice them begging more often, finishing meals faster, or seeking out food even when they're not hungry. This behavior can be their way of self-soothing, trying to fill the emotional void with physical pleasure. Number 4. Withdrawing from family and other pets. One of the clearest signs your dog is emotionally struggling is when they start pulling away from the people or animals they love most. Dogs are pack animals. They crave connection and closeness. So when they begin avoiding your touch, hiding in isolated spots, or ignoring other pets in the home, it's not just shyness, it's emotional pain. You might find them laying in another room when they used to curl up at your feet. Or maybe they no longer greet you at the door with their tail wagging wildly. These subtle changes hurt, and they're easy to miss at first. But they add up to a dog that is emotionally shutting down. Depression causes them to retreat inward, to a place where they feel too broken to reach out. Number 5. Sudden behavioral changes or regression. A dog that starts acting out in uncharacteristic ways, chewing furniture, barking excessively, having accidents in the house, may be trying to tell you something. Often, depression causes emotional confusion in dogs. They may feel lost, anxious, or frustrated, and without words to express it, behavior becomes their only outlet. But not all regression looks like bad behavior. Some dogs become excessively clingy, following you from room to room with desperate eyes. Others may freeze up, refusing to move or interact altogether. Both ends of the spectrum are signs that something is emotionally wrong. These changes don't stem from disobedience, they come from disorientation and emotional pain. Number 6. Excessive licking or chewing. When dogs are in emotional pain, they often try to soothe themselves physically. One of the most common ways they do this is through excessive licking, especially of their paws, legs, or even the air. It may look harmless at first, but this repetitive behavior is often rooted in psychological distress. Just as humans might bite their nails or pace when anxious, dogs will lick to calm their own nerves. This behavior can become compulsive. Some dogs will chew or gnaw at themselves until they develop bald spots, sores, or skin infections. This isn't grooming, it's emotional self-harm. It's a visible symptom of invisible pain. It's as if they're trying to physically remove what they're feeling inside, or distract from the emotional turmoil by creating a physical sensation. Number 7. Unusual aggression or irritability. Depression doesn't always look like sadness. Sometimes, it masks itself as irritability or even aggression. A normally gentle dog may start growling when touched, snapping at other pets, or barking more frequently. These aren't signs of a bad dog, they're signs of a distressed mind struggling to cope. Emotional instability in dogs can make them hypersensitive to stimulation. Sounds they used to ignore now trigger barking. Affection they once craved now feels overwhelming. The world becomes louder, scarier, and harder to tolerate. In this state, even a loving gesture can feel like too much, and their only defense becomes withdrawal or lashing out. It's important not to punish a depressed dog for these reactions. Doing so only compounds their stress. Instead, focus on calming their environment. Offer them safety, quiet, and space. A gentle voice and a predictable routine can help stabilize their emotions until their inner storm begins to settle. Number 8. Sudden fearfulness or anxiety. A dog battling depression may suddenly become afraid of things that never used to bother them. Loud noises, strangers, car rides, even you. Depression makes them feel vulnerable, and that vulnerability can turn even the familiar into something terrifying. You might notice trembling, hiding, panting, or pacing. These behaviors are cries from a heart that no longer feels safe in the world. This new fear may confuse you. Why is she suddenly scared of the vacuum? Or why won't he go near the door anymore? The truth is, when dogs are emotionally unwell, the world feels threatening. It's not about the vacuum. It's about their heightened sensitivity to discomfort, change, and pressure. Their mental state magnifies everything. Number 9. Physical symptoms without clear medical cause. Sometimes depression in dogs takes a physical form, digestive issues, shaking, limping, or fatigue that has no clear medical explanation. You take them to the vet, hoping for answers, only to hear everything is normal. But you know your dog isn't okay. They're not themselves. Their body is expressing what their heart can't say. It's easy to feel helpless in these moments, but they're actually critical. Just because the problem isn't physical doesn't mean it isn't real. Dogs experience psychosomatic symptoms just like we do. A sick heart can lead to a sick body. When sadness becomes too heavy to carry, the body absorbs the weight. The key is to look at the whole dog, not just their symptoms, but their spirit. Are they still eager to connect? Do they light up when they see you? If their body is shutting down while their tests are clean, depression may be the silent thief behind it all. Your love, patience, and presence are the medicine they need most. Number 10. Subtle changes only you would notice. Perhaps the most powerful sign of depression in dogs isn't something dramatic. It's the quiet shift only you can recognize. Maybe they no longer follow you to the door. Maybe their eyes don't sparkle the same way. Maybe they sleep with their back to you now instead of their chest against yours. These small things might not stand out to others, but to you, they speak volumes. The bond you have with your dog gives you a unique ability to sense when something's off. Trust that instinct. Dogs are masters at hiding pain, both physical and emotional. If something in your heart tells you your dog is fading, even just a little, don't brush it aside. You are their person. If anyone can hear their silent call, it's you. If you made it this far, it means you care, and that matters more than you know. On Doggy for Life, we believe that love isn't just about walks, treats, and toys. Real love is noticing the unseen. It's recognizing that behind every wag or sigh, there's a story your dog is trying to tell. And when that story includes pain, your presence is the first step toward healing. So take a breath, look into your dog's eyes, and remember, your love is the lighthouse in their storm. Keep shining. This has been Doggy for Life. Until next time, stay patient, stay kind, and always listen with your heart.